If you ever made air fryer chicken thighs but they came out looking like this, a bit sad, a bit pale, soggy skin, then there's one crucial step that you're missing, which if you will follow will give you this instead. See, if the internet has led you to believe that just throwing the chicken in an air fryer at 400 degrees Fahrenheit will get you that crisp, then that's a lie. But instead of roasting, the chicken ends up steaming because of the moisture that's trapped inside. Today I'm going to show you what turns your chicken into rubber and what to do instead to make sure you get crispy skin on chicken thighs in the air fryer every time. Mistake number one is moisture, your biggest enemy. See, this problem starts even before you start cooking, especially if you're using a marinade or if you're just taking the chicken out of the fridge and then dumping it in the air fryer after seasoning it a little bit. And because there's moisture on the chicken, it has to cook off first before crispening can happen on the skin, on the thighs. Well, that only starts at 100 degrees Celsius or 212 Fahrenheit, and then later on at 300 or so Fahrenheit, that's when the Maillard reaction starts to help brown your food and then give it flavor. So if you're just boiling or steaming water for the first couple of minutes, you're not getting the browning, the crispening that you need in your chicken. The paper towel test is what you want to do before you put it in the air fryer, before you even season it. So pat it dry until there's almost no moisture getting wicked out by the paper towel. Only after that you have to season it and then rub it with some olive oil. That's gonna help make sure that the heat hits the chicken thighs and it kind of insulates the outside so it can start crispening right away because of the oil. Mistake number two is cooking the chicken thighs at the same temperature that's too hot for the fat to render out. See, there's a lot of subcutaneous fat underneath the skin and that needs to render out so that crispening can happen effectively. If you just blast the chicken thigh at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, well, that fat does not completely get rendered out. You need to let that render out gently. So what does it result in? Well, you're gonna get some burnt bits and bobs around and the skin will not get super crispy because, well, the fat is still underneath the skin, just trapped and it's trying to render out. So you're gonna get a final chicken thigh that's a bit burnt and the skin is completely soggy and wet and just not edible at all. What you want to do instead is a two-stage cook, where you first cook at a lower temperature, 350 Fahrenheit, to gently render out that fat, and then at the end, bump up the heat to get that final crisp set in the skin and the chicken thigh. And mistake number three is simply overcrowding. See, an air fryer is a convection oven in a really small space, a small volume, where hot air circulates quickly to cook whatever you're cooking. Well, if you overcrowd it, you're not gonna get that even circulation of that hot air. What you want to take care of is that instead of the chicken thighs overlapping and hugging each other in the air fryer, they actually are spaced out a bit, about ½ an inch between each thigh. That's enough to get the crispiness that you're looking for. And see, once cooked, you can see the difference. The bad chicken thigh, which you cooked blindly for about 20 minutes at 400, has a skin that's, well, it has some golden brown. It's not really crispy. Just look at it flop around. It's visually not crisp. It actually is not crisp and it's inedible for me. Now on this side is the good chicken thigh, the one that we cooked with the two-stage cook. It looks much more evenly cooked and has a nice crisp skin that you can actually see and hear. That's a tasty thigh, and thighs usually need a bit more work. That's why there's the garlic powder, onion powder, and ginger powder. Comes off really well, it's juicy, and I'm pretty sure you did hear the crispness in the skin. But let's try the bad one too. I'm sure the inside would be flavorful, if not as juicy, because it was a blind cook. And as you can see, the skin definitely is. So I'm not gonna have the skin. Let's peel that back. I mean, it still looks kind of juicy, and trust me, it's not as easy to make a bad thigh. Like, I actually had to think about how to do it. Okay, because the seasoning is not as purposely done and there was no oil to kind of seal the flavors, it is noticeably drier and noticeably under seasoned because we did season each side, if not as well, to demonstrate why seasoning is important. If you're tired of guessing and getting mixed results while cooking in your air fryer, then that's what we actually fix on this channel every week. I help you master the gear that you already own so that you can actually make good use of it and be happy with the purchase decision that you made whenever you did. And in case you want to know how to fix your chicken wings and how to get them crispy every time in the air fryer, check out this video.